Hey guys, it is, I don't know what today is. It's the 3rd of April. No, March. It's March now, sorry. The 3rd of March 2015 here in Hafnarbotten. And I'm talking about my number 4 game that I played last year. And that is going to be Seven Wonders. Now, for those of you that don't play games, for those of you that have played Seven Wonders, it is a civilization building game based on card drafting. What card drafting is, everyone has a amount of cards in their hand that they're holding, and then they pick one, and they have to be able to purchase the card, which means they have to have other cards in front of them in a tableau that equal the amount that it says. Sometimes they're free. And then you pass the rest of the hand of cards onto someone else, and then you go through that whole set of cards, and then that's the first stage, and you do that 3 times. And through that, you're going to build things like, of course, an army, and science, and public works. And then at the end, you tally up all the points, and you see who wins. And it's 7 Wonders. And the reason why it's called 7 Wonders is because everyone has a different wonder, such as the pyramids, the hanging gardens, things like that. And those are going to give you extra points in some area. Maybe the warfare, maybe their blue points, that's public goods. Anyway, so that's 7 Wonders. And the great thing about this game is, like its name, it plays 7 people. And since everyone plays at the same time with that card drafting, you don't waste any time. It plays the same with 2, I don't think you play with 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And you're always going to have some cards left out, and if you're playing with less people, you're going to have less cards, so you have this nice randomization about what cards are you going to be playing with this time. Are you going to be playing with more purple or less purple? Purple are like extra at the end, don't worry about that. Anyway, so 7 Wonders is this amazing, simple, great decision-making, card drafting game. And it is very much like another game called Sushi Go, which the previous year, 2014, was my number 1 game of the year. I didn't make a video, but I did make a list. Anyway, and it has the same mechanic of this card drafting. And Sushi Go, the reason why I like this so much, same reasons. You could play 5, same as playing 3, no big deal. The cards are going to come out differently, different decision making. And the cool thing about Sushi Go and 7 Wonders is the card color works almost exactly the same. So if you teach someone Sushi Go, which you should, it's an amazing game. They just came out with a crazy big box that plays up to 12, which I hopefully convince myself and my wife that I can buy. So you have the same color, so if they understand the Sushi Go rules and you jump them then into 7 Wonders, they'll say, hey, this is like that. And they don't have to learn a whole new thing. It's just a little bit extra for 7 Wonders than Sushi Go. Sushi Go is a stripped down version of card drafting. Now, I have not played the other game, which is always compared with Sushi Go and 7 Wonders, which is Fairy Tale. I've never played the game. It looks cool. I can't talk about it. So why is 7 Wonders my number 4? God, I hope it's number 4 of all time. Or, I'm sorry, of last year. Because, like any good game, as soon as I was done playing it the first time, someone said, let's play that again, and we all wanted to play it again, and we played it 3 times in a row. That's how I know a game is really good. If you can play it 3 times in a row, and everybody wants to play it, then you know the game is magnificent. That being said, not only is the game great, but you will get a little bored because you've seen the card so many times once you get up into that 20, 30 playthroughs, which is a lot for a $35 game. If you paid $30, you've only paid $1 for the game, or per play, and that is great. So, 7 Wonders They originally said that they're going to have 7 expansions. And I think they're at expansion number 5. And people say the newest one, the Babel one, is very good. I cannot play it, but I will most likely pick it up. So, here is the only negative about the game. Because you're making this big tableau, putting cards down, you slowly start to eat the table with all these cards. At first it's just a few, but you're going to go through 3 ages, and 3 ages, I believe it's about 7 cards. So you're going to have about 21, more or less, cards in front of you at the end of the game. That's a lot of cards times 7 people, a lot of cards. And the table can get kind of cluttered, and you can kind of miss things. And that is one of the real big negatives about this game and any tableau building game. Other tableau building games such as Race for the Galaxy, Roll for the Galaxy, San Juan, you always have to keep up with what you did and everything that you have. And sometimes that can be a little, oh wait, what, I didn't have this, I couldn't do that, or I should have done this because I had my wood or I had the stone, or blah 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 blah. And it can just get a little, you just get confusing, a little brain burnery. Or anyway, that's the biggest downside, is you're going to have a lot of cards at the end, and each one does something. Now, sometimes they don't do anything until the end of the game, and that's when you're teaching. You need to definitely point out, say, hey, these resource cards, these brown cards, and these market cards, the yellow ones, you need to pay attention to them. The purple, the blue, not so much. Because they're in the game scoring. So that is the only real downside of 7 Wonders. The upside, though, because it takes about a game to really fully understand it, you're going to want to play it a second time, usually very quickly after you play the first time, and then everybody is going to understand what's important, what's not important, because there's not going to be a lot of time lag between your first and second game. And that really brings me to one of the best parts about this game. It's not long. The game will never really run long. Like, it's around 30 to 45 minutes, even if you're teaching it. Now, some people, Sam from the Dice Tower said that the first age or the first round doesn't matter because you don't know what you're doing and you're just picking things randomly. I really disagree with that, because I played the game so much that I kind of know that I need to get, this or this, because I know these things are important later. But really, everything in the game is important. All the science, all the resources. You're going to need those later in some way, shape, or form. So it's not like you can just, I can ignore papyrus, I can ignore glass, and I'm just going to buy it. That's true, but you're going to be paying a lot for it, and it's never going to go away. So it's a game that's all about balance. It's a game about going after different strategies, and again, that only happens once you play through a few times. Alright, that is 7 Wonders, my number 4 game played last year. Great game, plays up to a lot of people, real quick, card drafting. Have a good day. Bye.